And that's the kind of choice governments like China, India, some of these other countries are going to face. They will either have to shut down the telecommunications network and make it illegal for you to own a cell phone, or they will have to basically give up the kind of monetary sovereignty they've had and the enormous power that they've been able to wield as a result of this kind of sovereignty over the last many, many years. And I think this process is already full-fledged. The dollarization worldwide is going to be accelerated enormously by the technology. Now, the second theme is a little bit more speculative, and that is that getting rid of money altogether, going from digital dollars, from any kind of government-backed currency to purely private currencies. And what a private currency, or what private money, I think, fundamentally means is that there is no medium of exchange. You exchange value for value rather than exchanging value for something the government says has value for value. And whenever you have this intermediate step of the government saying something has value, that's where you have the subterfuge, the sort of legerdemain come in, the game of musical chairs, where every now and then a chair gets pulled out and it turns out that you're the one holding a dollar bill that's all of a sudden become worth a little bit less. And the kind of exchange of value for value, the classic model would have been some sort of a barter model. That obviously has enormous transaction costs associated with it. These transaction costs go down in a digital age.
Right. I think if you see the world from a top angle position, here US is getting dollarization because of stable coins, correct? And they have Circle, they have immense amount of stable coins which are going to increase dollarization without any doubts. I mean, Bitcoin we can negate. I mean, it's an innovation which, I mean, maybe Peter Thiel could probably answer that. But the thing is that if you look at China, they are blocking the entire crypto and betting it on digital yuan. What is India betting on? Are we betting on UPI? Are we betting on UPI? Or should we probably start like take our chances on somebody like Anuj who's pushing a little envelope here? And we can be critical about him, but at least get him into the scheme of things. You know, like how do you
See,
see
one
it?
thing I would say, one thing I would say is CBDC is not a complete failure. It's a failure because UPI is there. If not for UPI, if UPI doesn't exist in India, people will be gladly using CBDC because for making payments to vendors and everything, CBDC is actually solving the same use case. That is the reason
Yeah,
why
that's what my
CBDC is.
point is, because India and Brazil have a good payment system, which is UPI, and they have something I don't know, but which Stanford is giving an example of, which is fine. But is it truly an innovation? It solves a purpose. We are happy. That's great. But look at what's happening in the world, in the broader scheme of things. Now, the hustlers of US have gotten you into this payment system, which is blockchain-based financial landscape. How are we going to push in? Because we, at some point, we have to press the button.
See,
At
Achal,
some
it's very
point, we
simple.
have to press the button.
See, exactly right. So it's almost like the student who keeps pushing it till the exam last date, like tomorrow I will study, tomorrow I will study, and tomorrow morning the exam is there. Okay, tomorrow morning I will study. At some point he has to do it. It will happen. I think that is how crypto regulations has been happening in India because Trump is doing it, US is doing it, FATF is asking when we are going to do it, right? So because of all these pressures, I think we are because it is almost like a answer that I don't want to say yes, I don't want to say no. Ban could have been very easy, right? Ban is a
Hmm.
simple thing. Government
Hmm.
could have done 10 years back. They could have done it last year because you don't have to think of all the complex use cases, put ring fence and all those things. They did not because crypto is taking hold of the world, right? All the developed economies have regulated crypto. But at the same time, a junior officer in RBI or a junior officer in SEBI or even probably the head of these institutions may not be able to take a decision on this because um, it is of so much importance, right? Just like how India says we need to have a coordinated framework for crypto
Yeah, but
within
look at how many
also there needs to be.
parliamentarians are buying Bitcoin, no? Anuj, how many
Actually,
members of parliament are
look,
buying
yeah,
Bitcoins, or
yeah,
so
there are like
so so so
number of
they should
MPs
think
are
about
there.
themselves also, that how to formulate a regulation if
That's
they're
why I
buying,
say that is where I'm coming to. It
either
will
you
come
ban it
top down.
completely. I say either
No,
you, I'm sorry, Arjun and Anuj, either they should say they ban crypto. As a
I'll
citizen, I'm
add on it.
okay. I'm sorry. But if you have to you have to start thinking on those lines,
see,
right?
I'm
I
saying that's the
mean,
solution, right? It will come top down, right? Someone somewhere from the top level, like the home minister, the PMO, the finance minister, there they think, okay, we are going to go forward in this direction, and I want all the agencies, all the governments, regulators, and everyone to align with this vision. right? They are waiting for that answer, right? I think that answer is what we are expecting in the next 1 or 2 months when the policy paper is out, right? Whether India is going to take this direction or this direction. In this direction, what are the nuances, right? Once there is a go ahead from the top, right? I think everything will fall into place. We need to take a conscious decision. Yes, we are going to regulate crypto. Then there will be
Yeah.
questions how we are going to regulate this, how we are going to look at ICOs, IPOs, stable coins, exchanges, regulator. So all those questions will get answered once we take a decision that we are going to regulate crypto, and that is what we are waiting for.